Welcome to the Capstone Project Prep case study. Okay, so we are going through this case study like this. What is this case study? So what happens in this? Okay? How you need to prepare the document like this? Based on the questions like this, we will discuss. Okay? So first of all, coming to this case study like this, so you need to follow this type of instructions. Like, okay, once you go through that before preparing the document like this. Okay, so coming to this one first one, write agile management. The first question it is write agile manifesto. So you guys can look like this in the BA book, the handbook. So in that handbook there will be the agile manifesto, four principles and four values and 12 principles are there. Sorry, right? So four values and that one principle, so it's nothing but the agile manifesto. You can take simply that content. You can write that content here for this question simply. Okay. So here for this case study, what is our case study we are taking? Like this, the project name. It is the Scrum Foods. It's nothing but the food delivery application, like there's the Zomato, Swiggy, like that. Okay. So based on that Scrum Food, what is the description for the project like this? Okay. The Scrum Foods it's a fast provides fast, reliable online food delivery application. So targeting customers of the all the age group offering both service and service along with the tracking of the delivery real time. Like this, it provides the fast and reliable service provides like this the 24 by 7. Okay, for any group aged persons. Okay. So like this is the project description for this Scrum Foods, this case study. Okay. So in this case study, so what will be the process will be happening throughout the project like this. Okay, this will be the flow chart like this. Okay. Once we will go through, we will understand this process of happening through this process. Like, how to will be the acting this process, all those things. The BA will need to consult with the clients or stakeholders like this. Okay. In the stakeholders, when we consult with the stakeholders like this, we have conducted the product vision documents based on the product, based on the project. What is the project goal? Okay, who are the targeted people are there, and what is the resources in that project? Okay, like this, based on that things, mostly whatever the main targeting points for that project like this, based on that things, we can discuss with the stakeholders. Okay, in this product vision. So this is the first meeting we had as a BA and connected with the stakeholders to know about the project product vision meeting like this. Okay. So in the product vision meeting, after taking the all the like this that information from the clients. So the clients will give the information their requirements like this. So based on their requirements, we can create a user story like this. So in these user stories, what will be the main things are there like this? The acceptance criteria is there, business value is there, and complexity points is there like this. Okay. So these are the nothing but the main factors in the user story, one of the user story like this. So after creating that user stories, what will be happening? So we all are drag that user stories into the product backlog. This is one that what we are gathering all the requirements from the stakeholders based on their requirements, right? We are creating the user stories like this based on that requirements. So after creating these user stories, we are all the user stories we can drag into the product backlog. Okay. Also, okay, na? My voice is okay. Hello, Digvijay. Hello. 1 minute, guys. Yes, yes. Okay. So in that product backlog, what will be happening? Whatever the requirements we have gathered from the stakeholder based on that project, that we are converted into the user stories like this. Okay. So that user stories we have all the that user stories we have drag into this product backlog. That complete user stories from the stakeholders like this based on through the project. So product backlog is nothing but having all the requirements for the project. So from that product backlog, we can create the sprint backlog by the refinement. So by using the prioritization values, okay, by using the different prioritization techniques, most like this, different techniques are there like this type. So by using this type of techniques, we can create the sprint backlog. In the sprint planning meeting, we had discussed with the on that user stories, that requirements, nothing but the requirements, whatever the requirements are there. So based on the requirements, what are the prioritized requirements? First of all, the most important requirements are there. So based on the things, you can take that requirements into the sprint backlog. Okay. So here in the sprint backlog, you can take the tasks like this. Okay. Product backlog items. Whatever the product backlog items we have taken here, like this, based on the tasks, we can give that tasks to that particular user stories. Okay, that's nothing but the requirements. So after that, we can start working on that particular user stories like this, that requirements. So that is nothing but work in progress. After completion of that requirements, after them like this, that user stories will be dragging this done state. So this will be the process will be going through the sprint backlog. Okay, you can make this type of documents like this for maintaining the data through the sprint backlog. Okay. So here, through this sprint backlog, different types of meetings will be conducted. So first of all, to create that sprint backlog, we can conduct this sprint planning meeting. After that, through the sprint backlog happening, daily stand-up meetings will be happening like this. So, what was completed so far yesterday like this, okay? And what we need to do today like this, okay? Now it's okay? Now it's okay, clear now? Okay, done. So throughout the sprint planning daily stand-up meeting. So daily in the daily stand-up meeting, so far what will be happening, how much it will be completed from the yesterday one. So yesterday, how much based on the user stories, how much user stories we have completed so far, and today on which user stories we need to work on that. Like this, based on these things in the daily stand-up meeting, the people will discuss on that things like this. Okay, after that product like sprint review meeting after completion of all the user stories. Okay, there will be the sprint review meeting is there. So in that sprint review meeting, what will be happening like this? Whatever the user stories that requirements completed, developmentation completed, based on that user stories, the testing will be happening like this, that review, whether that user stories are working properly or not like this, that UAT meetings has been conducted like this. Okay. So this type of meetings will be conducted. After that, finally, the sprint retrospective meeting is there. So in this retrospective meeting, is there any remaining user stories was not developed from the before sprint? So if they are not developed from the before sprint, what is the reason behind that? So we need to go through that lack of information throughout the requirements, and we need to conduct that meeting again with the stakeholders like this, and we can take that user stories like this here from here like this. We can take that user stories and we can conduct a product grooming meeting with the stakeholders like this. So after conducting the meeting with the stakeholders, we after gathering that lack of requirement, lack of information for the requirements, again we can take this user story creation. After user story creation, we can drag that into the product backlog again. After that, we can refinement the process is same again. Once we had going through this gathering of requirement, lack of requirement for that user story, for that lack of information for that requirement. After that, the process will be the same. Again, it will be repeated as in how much we had, how how should we have conducted like at the starting of this project like so. So we had taken that all the requirements into the product backlog. After that, we had conducting one sprint planning meeting like this again. So the duration for the sprint it will be the 2 weeks. Okay, the scrum duration it will be nothing but the 1 day. As sprint duration is nothing but the 2 weeks is the time box. Okay, time box duration it will be called as. Okay, after completion of all the whatever the requirements completed the developmentation from the sprint backlog, we had taken that sprint backlogs into the particular developmentation, like the delivery, the deliverable part like this. Okay, the shippable product increment like this. Okay, this we want that particular user stories we can deliver that user stories that features to that particular stakeholder, so they can use that features into their project like this to use that user stories for that based on that application project. Okay, like that. So this will be the process will be going throughout the project. So after that, client you need to maintain the document throughout the project, like throughout the project. Client, who are the clients are there? Like this one is the one of the example thing like this we have taken. Okay, going forward, you need to understand like this how you need to maintain the documents, how you need to create the documents like this. Okay, who is the client? It's in like one example like this. The COEPD IT solutions is the client. After that, stakeholders list. Who are the stakeholders list like this here? Their designations, their role will be mentioned here. Like this, you need to understand first of all who are the stakeholders involved into that particular project. Business owner, administrator, regional administrator, restaurant, delivery boy, customer. Like this, these are all the people involved into that particular project. Okay. After that, you need to create the one product vision document also. The product when you are conducting the product vision meetings like this. In that product vision meetings, you need to as a BA, you need to create the one product vision document. So as of now, it will be not required for this things like this. But going forward in your real time, you can get one idea about these documents like this scenario, how you need to maintain that document like that. So for that purpose, I am explaining this. Okay. So if you want to create that vision document, how in which format you can create that thing and what the content is there, you need to maintain like this. That is Scrum project name first of all. So whatever the Scrum project name is, nothing but our case study like this here, that's Scrum Foods, right? So that is the project name. And after that, when where you had conducted this meeting, date, on which date, okay, start time, end time, duration, in meeting in minutes like this, okay, and client, the CEO client solutions like that, and stakeholders list like this, business owner, administrator, regional administrator, restaurant, delivery boy, customer like this, and scrum team. Scrum team is nothing but the scrum master, product owner. You are the you are work liking as a business analyst or product owner, and scrum developer one, developer to developer to developer. Like this, how the strength of your team like this. This one the developers, how many developers are in your team like this. So you can give all the names to that particular person like this. Okay. So likewise, you need to maintain the one product vision document going forward in your real time. So in the product vision document, what you need to maintain the document, what is the purpose of the document like this vision. So what is the vision and your overarching goal for that creating the product like this. Okay. and whoever the target groups are for the particular project and what are the needs for the particular project. These are the main points we had discussed through the project vision document based on the project. Okay, so needs for the project and what is the product based on the product that is the whether that is in like uh, application, mobile application or desktop application based on that things like product type we can take, we can discuss with this and value, how much value it will provide to that particular project. Like this, we can discuss with them. Okay, after that, product vision. Like first of all, what is the product vision? Product vision. So vision for this our case study. So based on our case study, it's nothing but a Scrum Foods, right? So food application. So that is based on our case study. What is the vision for that case study? Like is customers of any age group who want to have top rated restaurants, delicious food in one upgrade their with the lightning of fast delivery. So 24/7 availability and reliable services for the Scrum Foods. So unlike any other food delivery app in marketplace, okay. So our almost like priority is customer need a customer satisfaction, which makes us stand out of that any other food delivery app in other in this industry. Like this. So this is the vision for the document. Like this. What is the vision for the document? It is nothing but the 24/7 it will be available and fast, reliable making app like this for the delivery of that particular product to the end customers like this. So this is the one advantages of one widget for this document. And after that, this one the target groups. Who are the target groups are nothing but that online food delivery industry is one targeting segment like this. And coming to needs, whatever the needs for this project, Scrum Food provides the guaranteed safe food delivery in one go of the operator like this and licensed restaurants. Uh, so top it will be maintained the top go restaurants for the licensed restaurants, top go rated licensed restaurants. It will be needed for to maintain the fast and reliable food deliveries like this, and we need guaranteed food we can provide to the end customers like this. We need to give the door guarantee to the customers like this. We need this much of requirements for the needs for the project like this. And coming to the product, what is the product here like this? That the Scrum Foods will be on the mobile tablets and the desktop applications like this. To time and value that will open up a revenue stream. Like this, how much value it will provide to that particular project like this, and being leading online food delivery app country. Okay. So this is the product vision document you need to maintain throughout the any facility based on your real time in which product you are involved in, like this, based on that project, you need to maintain a product vision document like this. Okay. In that product vision document, the description about the product vision document, like what the purpose are it follow, like this customer. The customer, what type of things are there, like registration, login, search, and view restaurants and view restaurants menu, order food, payment, tracking, to cancel order, the feed, cancel order, feedback, and rating, and about like this. So based on these things, like this, the different people are there, like delivery one for the delivery boy, whatever the features are there, like for the restaurants, whatever the features are there for the regional admin, whatever the features are there for admin, whatever the features are there, like business owner. That was based on the person to person, whoever the customers or the end users involved into that particular application to use their perspective like this, whatever the features are there. So in their requirements like this, these are the product vision description like this. Okay. And coming to this one, it's a user story workshop. In that user story workshop, you need to create the user stories based on the requirements gathered from the stakeholders. Okay. So how you need to maintain that user stories, how you can create the user stories, like this we can discuss now. So how to write a user story? I take a sticky note and I take a contract color sketch pen and write the user stories in capital letters only like this. Like this you need to maintain the user story. So as a deliverer, I want to register in a Scrum so that I can deliver orders like that. As a deliverer or as a user, I want to log into my profile so that I can see my profile. Okay, I want to log into this application so that I can see my profile. Likewise, so as a user, I want to do this thing so that I can get these details like this. Okay, so that's like you need to maintain the data in capital letters only. So make sure that user story in a short like this. As a customer, as a user, I want to show that. Like this in the freelance, it will be enough. So clear and I'll guess like and one Scrum developer can develop in one agile sprint. Okay, if you come across a complex big user stories, so these are called epics. Okay, so we can divide into the epics into the themes and then into the user stories like this. Okay? So these are the one of the user story like this. What is the user story number here and the task in this one that user stories task. How many tasks in which how many tasks we can divided that user stories and priority based on the priority highest or lowest or medium like this. Okay, and this is the user story content, the description. After that, BV and CP points like this and acceptance criteria. So going for me, discuss about this like this. Okay, so you need to maintain this type of user stories like this. Okay, and after that, now we will discuss through this BV and CP points to user story like this. Based on that user story, na, here we have taken that BV and CP points, right? So this is on that BV and CP points. What is this BV value and what is the CP points like this? We can discuss. Okay. So BV is nothing but the business value. So business value is given by the stakeholders based on their project. How much efforts, like how much business like value it will provide to that particular business, that user story, particular user story, how much value it will provide to that particular business, their business, right? So the stakeholders business, how much value it will be, that feature will be provided to that particular business, like based on that thing, they will give the value to the particular user story. Okay, this is the business value. Like this, here the business value. This is not and the customer cost of the development or the complexity of the features. The business value is how important it is the feature to that particular business. Okay, this is the estimated as Scrum currency loss. It will be the given in the value given in the things of like currency loss like 100, 200, 500, 1000 like this. Okay, so we provide these 1000, 500, 150, 20, and 10 denominations like based on that value of that particular user story. Okay, these estimations are done by the stakeholders like this. So how much it is important to the particular business, it will be estimated by the stakeholder only. Okay, they should know. So how much this feature important to our project like this. Okay, our application. So if different values are selected by the stakeholders, then discussions will be happening. Like if they agree to that BV value that user story for that particular user story, how, um, so how much they are giving, that they need to agree with that particular value. And coming to after next one, it is the complexity points. Complexity points is nothing but the like how much efforts it will be given to that particular user story developmentation by the development team. Okay, I will explain you now. So CP is also known as the story points like this. Okay, so CP is the efforts required by the Scrum developers to develop this feature using the technology. So efforts include time taken by the solve, time taken to solve the complexity and the write the code. So CP is estimated by the Scrum developers by using the poker cards. So by using the poker cards, they can give that value, particular value to the user story. Okay, we provide pokers with the value like 1, 3. That poker cards in which order is there like this the 1, 3, 1, 2, 1+2, 3, 1, 2+3, 5, 3+5, 8 like this, it will be there. 5+3, 5+8 it is 13 like this. There will be the order of the poker cards like this based on the values with the development team will give that value to that particular value to that user story. Okay. And if the entire project development takes the 200 points, So then this user story coding efforts will be the how many endpoints like this, the thinking in that way, like this. So based on these things, we can do that complexity points to the particular, like that development team will give the complexity points to the particular user story. Okay, these are the big and simple points. So now coming to the second question, user stories acceptance criteria. So like B and C. So write minimum 40 user stories and their acceptance criteria along with that BVNC. So now we had discussed through that user story. What is this user story? After that, what is the BVNC points? Like this, we had discussed more, right? So like that, like this template, you need to create a minimum 40 user stories with the BVNC points and all those things like this template. You need to create with the acceptance that we need to create the minimum 40 user stories based on our case study. So, Scrum first case study like this. Okay, based on that case study, we need to create the minimum 40 user stories. Okay, and coming to this one, it is the what is it? So, epic it's nothing but the like group of user stories like this. Group of user stories are nothing but a group of the requirements. Like this. Group of the user stories. Based on the group of the user stories, we can take it as a one epic like this. Coming to the particular person like this, one of the customer like for coming to the customer, how many user stories are there? How many complete how many user stories are there? Like this, we can take this is a one epic. Or coming to this login, this in this login also there will be the multiple persons are involved for this like based on the customer, based on the end user, based on the stakeholder, based on the develop admin, based on the delivery boy, based on the things like this. Different people are involved. So different types of login pages are there. So like this we can take epic. And okay, and we can explain about the epic also. So, and what is the difference between the big and city? Just to discuss it through this like this. What is this big and what is this like this? We can you can take B and CP explanation about that, and you can divide them like this. What is the difference between this big and CP? After that, explain about the sprint, the fifth one question. The sprint is nothing but the like time box duration, right? We had when we are discussing through this uh, Scrum duration like this. Okay, so we had explained, right? So what is the sprint duration like 2 weeks? Okay, in this Scrum, what will be happening like this? Sorry, in this sprint, what will be happening like this? So So what is the sprint duration? Scrum duration is nothing but 1 day. 1 day in 1 day, what will be happening? That will be completely equal to the Scrum. And in 2 weeks, the duration for the sprint is nothing but the sprint duration. Okay. And after that, PBI is nothing but the product backlog item. So whatever the items we have taken, whatever the user stories we have taken from the product backlog info sprint, that is nothing but the product backlog item. And the task is nothing but the unit of work done by one developer in one scrum. Like one scrum in the sense 1 day. In 1 day, how much work will be completed by the one developer? That's nothing but the task. Okay. And the work in progress. It's nothing but the work in progress. It's nothing but the whatever the user stories are ongoing the development is like this. That is a work in progress. And after that done state. So this is another sprint backlog like this. In this sprint backlog like this, we had conducted different types of meetings as we discussed already like this, as I explained you already, right? Like that is sprint planning meeting, daily stand-up meetings, sprint review meetings, and the retrospective meetings. Like this, these are all the meetings we had conducted through the sprint. So like this, okay. This is about the sprint. So like this, we can explain about the sprint. Okay, and you can take some of the user stories like this here, and you can divide that things. You can create like this table. Okay. And coming to next question, it is the explain the product backlog and the sprint backlog. Product backlog is nothing but like I have already explained, right? So product backlog is nothing but whatever the all the requirements we have gathered from the stakeholders, we are creating based on that requirements we are creating the user stories. After creating the user stories, we are drag that user stories, all the user stories into the product backlog. Product backlog is nothing but it will be having the all the requirements for the throughout the project. It's nothing but in the syntax of user stories. And coming to the sprint backlog, so based on the product backlog items, all the items, we have taken that some of the items into the sprint backlog at a time, one time. For the 2 weeks of time duration, how much mm, uh, requirements we can create, we can develop based on their priority like this. You can take some of the user stories from the product backlog into the sprint backlog. So that's nothing but the sprint backlog. Okay. Product backlog is throughout the project how much having the requirements. And coming to sprint backlog, throughout the product backlog, whatever the requirements are, having the most prioritization like this. Based on that user stories, we can take that user stories into the sprint backlog. Okay. This is the differences between the product backlog and the sprint backlog. So you can go through these things and you can explaining the product backlog and sprint backlog mostly. Okay, and coming to next one, what is the impediment log? Impediments is nothing but adults. It's for adults. Like there's that mm, whatever the points, whichever the situations can make delay of that project. There's that lack of requirements or whatever it may be. That things based on that delay points. Technology resources like this lack of technologies or like this lack of development knowledge like the lack of requirements like this based on that things whichever the points low budget based on the budget so whichever the points can make delay of the project like this these are nothing but the impediments like this you can take some more impediments that points like this and you can explain about the impediments okay. And coming to the next thing, it is burn down chats and burn up chats. In the burn down chats and burn up chats like this, whatever the work will be completed so far, it's nothing but the burn down chat. And burn up chats is nothing but how much work will be pending throughout the project like this. It will be, all those things will be discussed in this burn down chats and burn up chats. So once we go through that Jira sessions, then we can get aware about the things, how you need to create the burn down chats and burn up chats. Okay. So after that, in the sprint plan, like so when you're conducting the different types of meetings, you need to maintain the document like this, whatever the people, whoever the people are involved into the particular meetings, and whatever the contents we have discussed points through the meeting like this. Okay, that is for the sprint planning meeting, the start time, end time, duration, the meeting name and the participants who are the participants are involved into that particular meeting and the discussion points on which points we have discussed in that particular meeting and users to be selected through the meeting whichever users to be selected based on that MVPs minimum viable products like this okay based on that things we can take all the content here like this okay so like this you need to maintain the document when you are going through the align in the projects like this in your real time scenario like this based on that things I'm explaining this. Okay? So like this, you need to create the one documents like this based on these things and prepare the task from the PBA like this. Product backlog item. From the product backlog item, you need to take you need to prepare the tasks and how many scrums will be there having the in the sprint like this and allocate the tasks to the developers. Based on this previous we had taken into this task and based on the task we had allocated these tasks to the particular developers. Okay. Whichever developers are in that particular thing like this okay so I'm coming to this next one it's retrospective meetings sprint retrospective meeting like this you need to maintain one document and review meetings like this so like this for the every meeting you need to maintain one document like this whichever people are involved and on which topics we have discussed and what is the goal of that meeting like this okay and the main points like this that end of result of the meeting like this. Okay. So after that, question number 8 it is the how many CPs covered in a particular like this as per the velocity of the team. Okay. Velocity it's nothing but the how many CPs is covered in that particular sprint. Like this velocity that safety it's nothing but the reason on that particular points like this. Okay. So the points is the effect, right? So how much efforts will be given to the particular user story by the development team. The development will development thing will give in that particular CP to that particular user story, right? So based on the two CP points, some of the CP points by number of the people are there like this. So like that we can calculate the velocity of the team. Okay. So just to take the one observation thing that we said, the definition. After that, one simple example for that. Okay. And the next one it is the driver sprint bunches and bunches like this. For this, you can go through the Jira awareness sessions like this. Okay. Then you can get one idea like this. I have already explained in bunches and bunches like this. Okay. And explain about the product grooming. Product grooming is nothing but as we discussed already in the session meeting starts like this. In the product grooming meeting, whatever the requirements are remaining from the particular sprint like this. Okay. From the particular sprint, whatever the remaining user stories are there, due to the lack of information, they are not able to find out. They are not able to complete the requirements from the sprint like that. So due to based on that requirements, we have taken that requirements into the like gathering of again. We had conducted one meeting with the project meeting. In this meeting, we are going to uh, consult that stakeholders, and we are gathering the lack of requirement for the particular user stories. And again, we are taking this user stories into the product backlogs. In the product meeting, based on the remaining user stories from the particular sprint, we are taking that user stories and we are gather the lack of information from the clients or stakeholders. Okay? Like that. So, and coming to this next question is to explain the roles of the Scrum Master and the product. Okay. So whatever the roles of the Scrum Master, he will be the most handling person through the project like this, project manager, project managing person like this. So he's the owner for that meeting, conduct the meetings, and how much the project will be happy like this, or how should the project will be going like this, and who are the involved into the particular tasks, and whether that how much it will be completed, whether that is going fine or not. Like this, he will be the responsible for the all these things, the Scrum Master. And the product owner is mostly the person will be responsible for the creating the systems, gather the requirements, creating the user stories, and going through the involved in the meetings, or how he can understand how much the project will be completed so far like this. Okay. So this is the roles and responsibilities of product owner. Like this, we can go through the understanding of the roles and responsibilities, differences in between the Scrum Master and the product owner. Then you can explain about the roles and responsibilities. Okay. And after that, next question it is that explain the meeting conducted in the Scrum project. Like this, we had already explained, right? Like that in the Scrum project, the meetings are conducted like the product division meeting and throughout the Scrum like this. Um, sprint planning meeting and sprint so daily stand-up meetings and the sprint review meetings and sprint retrospective meetings and sprint grooming meetings like this. Um, product grooming meetings like this. Based on that, all the meetings like this, you can take all the meetings. Okay, and you can explain about the meetings and explain the sprint size and the scrum size like this. Based on sprint size, it's in the like this. Sprint duration like this, 2 weeks or 4 weeks, like this, 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks. So mostly the 2 weeks. And coming to Scrum size, it's nothing but the team size. Okay, based on that project, or the project, how much the team size is like this. Who are the people are involved in that particular project. Based on that is the Scrum size. Okay, and coming to next question, it is the D1 and D1. So this D1 and D1 like this. We had taken this checklist. It is a mandatory thing to maintain the checklist through the project. At the starting of the project, whatever the requirements, based on that requirements, we had created one checklist for the whether the requirements are completed availability or not. Like this, to gather the requirements, to gather the information, whether we had gathered the requirement information completely or not. To check that things, we are maintaining one checklist that is the definition of ready. Okay, nothing but. And at the end of that meeting, end of that project, whether we had developed the all the requirements completely or not, like this, based on that things, we need to maintain one checklist for that thing also. That is doable. It's nothing but the definition of done. So, how much? how many things, how many requirements has been completed so far. Like based on that requirement, based on that the completed requirements, we had maintained that requirements into the for like particular one checklist. That is the D1. So this is the D1 and D1. Once you go through the case, and you can write for the things. Okay, and explain the prioritization techniques and the MVPs. Like this is on the prioritization techniques and nothing but the mask. Like must have, should have, could have, like this based on that things, prioritization techniques. So prioritization techniques, it's nothing but what is the use of this prioritization techniques when you are going through the divide that user stories from the product backlog into the split backlog. Using on the product backlogs, the product backlog items into the split backlog, right? So that user stories. So this is one of the user stories. How much you important it is that that user stories for a particular project. So that importance will be given by this prioritization values, okay? Prioritization techniques by using the prioritization techniques. Okay? So like that priority high or low or medium, like this based on that things we can take and minimum viable products to start the product project, whatever the features are mainly useful that head of that like as a head part of that application, like these are the minimum viable products, like this based on that things also we can take user stories into the sprint back. Okay, once we go through that things we can get one aware about these things. Okay, and the differences between the business analyst and the product owner, like this. Okay, business analyst, if in one project the two people are involved in state like this, is the two people like business analyst and the product owner. Business analyst is the responsible for to take the gather the requirements from the stakeholders like this, and it will be completely gather the requirements, conduct the meetings to gather the requirements and communicate with the stakeholders and uh, to know their requirements, to understand the requirements and the other requirements related to the particular project and give that requirements to the product owner. And then product owner will be responsible for creating the investors and communicate with the document completely. Like this, these are the requirements. Okay, just 1 minute, guys. Yeah, sorry for the interruption. Like this, you can understand the roles and responsibilities of the business analyst and the product owner, and you can explain the differences between these two peoples. And after that, the finally, like this, prepare a sample resume for the 3 years of experience that product owner like this. So you can go through the understanding of that resume and you can prepare that. Okay, this is the overview about that trip to the study guys. So if you have any questions, you can ask. You can ask. Okay. Yes. Digvijay.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. If you have any doubts like this, you can ask. Naveen, all okay?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay. 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 Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.